Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tonia, aka the Jolly Green Giant, as you can see here, and here. But with no further ado, Libras, today this is for you if you are a Libra Ascendant, Sun, or Moon for your personal horoscope for the next month from the new moon happening today as I film this on November 15th, 2020 in Scorpio, which is your second house, Libra. So there are going to be juicy details in this here recording for you because the second house is the moolah house, honey bun. So I'm excited to discuss this with you. But before we do, Libra, if you want other Libras to get this information, and if you want to support this sister right here making these videos, hit that like button, and it don't matter whichever way you hit the button, but you're a Libra, so you're pretty classy, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit the up button if you do engage with that button. It'll help more Libras get the information. It'll help this channel continue to grow and share the information that I'm sharing for free with everybody who wants to see it, okay? So just do that because that's groovy. It's the groovy thing to do. Number two, last but not least, be sure you're subscribed, Libra. Be sure you're subscribed if you're not already, because I do put out a video, Libra, every single day of the week. So be here for it. I'm here for you, and hit that notification ding bell button, because that way you'll actually get the update when I post the video every day. Okay, great. So Libra, let's share our screen. Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on for you, boo, with this juicy new moon happening today. And as I say, this is your influence for the next month, Libra. So that's how long it takes for there to be another new moon. Okay, so this is the new moon in your second house, like I was saying, and it's a new beginning because the divine mother, the moon, and the divine father, the sun, are coming together, okay, Libra? And so it's a new beginning in relationship to your finances. But guess what? The second house is so much more than finances. It's also any businesses you own. It's anything you own. It's your possessions, okay? And it's also what you have of value. So even if it's like a conceptual thing and it's of value and you possess it, it could belong in theory to the second house. It's also your very close family, Libra. So the family who's like really close with you, that like you are like super tight with, like your immediate people, is the second house. Like you live in the same house and you're very like, you know, of kin, like your family that you grew up with basically, or are still living with right now, whatever the case is, however that works for you. So there could be new beginnings. There will be new beginnings with your finances, your abundance, what you're growing, how you're developing wealth, how you're developing that concept of wealth in your mind, because the second house is, again, what's of value. And this could be related to your family, your immediate family, and what they own and what they value, and new beginnings there for them. And guess what, Libra, because Mercury's at the party, you see how Mercury's there? They're revelatory moments in relationship to this. There's like revelation energy around, like, damn, I never realized how much I valued this. I never realized how much I should value that. You see what I'm saying, Libra? So there's really a nuance in this kind of revelation energy because Mercury is opposing Uranus. So it's through surprise, it's through shock, it's through the truth came out and it wasn't like intended to. It was just like, oh my God, like it came out in an accidental way or through an accident, God forbid. So, and this is could engage other people's resources. So this is kind of like your resources, the second house, and this is like other people's resources, the eighth house. So goddess, and God forbid you have something like somebody close to you pass away and they leave you money. I mean, if they're going to pass away, they should leave you money if that's something that, you know, is right for them to have done. But like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, that's a way, like, you could inherit things at this time, in other words, with that eighth house, Libra. And it could come through surprise. And this could be some form of like feminine taboo that has been liberated in this process because the Lilith is here with the Uranus in Taurus. So it's a divine feminine liberation sort of energy from the other people's resources boot camp. Like maybe a womanly figure is just really liberated with other people's resources and somehow directs some of that to you with this second house new beginning here for your resources, right? So this woman who's like this very taboo, like Lilith, like I don't give a fuck kind of character, could be like coming back to support you, and revelations around how you can build capital, money, things of value, through other people's resources, because it's in the sign of Scorpio. And even though that's the second house of your money, Scorpio, it always has to do with other people's resources, right, Libra? So I think there's a lot of opportunities on hand for you at this time. And Venus is with you in your sign. How lovely is that? Granted, she's in a super tense, what I'm calling a T-square, even though, yes, I know the aspects, the degrees are very wide, but I still am calling it a T-square with that Mars 7 degrees away, okay, from that Venus and from that Pluto, but still I'm calling it a T-square. And what that means, Libra, is that you are very likely amongst all the signs out there to just be like really in tension, really in some type of, you know, conversation of tension with other people. And this is your relationship axis, so it's you, Libra, and 7th house, other people at this time. So don't be surprised, Libra, if you get into fights with other people, or if other people are trying to pick fights with you, because the planet of motivation and fire and war and anger just went direct, so he's all strong and ready to release his wrath for the better or for the worse in that relationship house of partnerships, the 7th house from your sign, Libra. You see how that works? So just be aware that energy is there this week, especially as the weeks continue through the next month. It'll be lesser, but we are, no BS, Libra, under this influence for the next month. So just be the shaman of this energy. That's my suggestion to you, Libra. Scorpio is a shamanic energy. It's in your 2nd house, so it's of your value. It would serve you in your value, in other words, to get in tune with that shaman energy of Scorpio. Learn how to transform this anger in the 7th house, whether that's your anger for another person or another person's anger towards you, into healing energy, into a new beginning of how do you super scion shamanize this situation as a Libra. And you are the peacekeeper, and your peacekeeping planet is with you, and she is strong with dignity in your sign. The queen is in the queendom, you know, Venus is at home here. So just pay attention to that. And I'm talking to myself too, because I'm a Libra, you know what I'm saying, sun, but just be aware, Libra, that that energy could be coming at you and you could be very misunderstood. How do you get out of it? In addition to being the shaman, you really get to be the shaman, because look, Jupiter and Pluto are conjunct. Jupiter expands whatever it touches, and it's expanding Pluto, the healing planet, in the 4th house of home. So through home, and again, I'm looking at this because it's the T-square apex point, which is like the referee between the fighting planets that are in opposition, the Mars and the Venus. And it's also the apex point of this little V sextile here, that little blue triangle, which tells us it's how these little gifts are meant to incarnate at this time, is the apex point, how we're meant to apply those gifts. So both of those, all signs, in other words, Libra, point to a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which is expanding our shamanic qualities, expanding our compost abilities, expanding our psychology, our subconscious, and our cleaning up around that, and our boss energy too. And how do you become an authority of your home environment? Or how do you reclaim some degree of authority in your home environment, whether that's for your sake personally, Libra, for your family's sake, okay? Oh, cough. Sorry, I swallowed my spit. I might have to wrap up the video soon. I don't have my water near me. I'm sorry. With that said, be aware that you're asked to reclaim your energy there in the home environment. You're asked to reclaim your home environment in some way, shape, or form, and your authority and your transformation around that, okay? Also, to get through this fighting energy, just make sure that you go back to that, like transform your own psyche, transform your own beliefs. Jupiter rules beliefs, your spiritual beliefs. If you're a Libra being called to go within your home environment and learn something new about your spiritual beliefs, like maybe somebody at home is trying to get you to expand your spiritual beliefs somehow, Libra, go with it, lean into it, okay? Don't run away from that. It's going to support you to lean into that, not leaning out of that, okay? I think that's really like the key wisdom of this. And your new beginning is in wealth, so an abundance. So pay attention to new beginnings on offer that feel, listen to that intuition. Scorpio's very intuitive. If it feels aligned and it is a money maker, jump, baby, jump. Don't deny it. Mars is forward moving now. It ain't retrograde no more. Mercury is forward moving now. It ain't retrograde no more. You have the green light. If you feel like something's there and it's brewing and it's ready to pop and go. Run, you know, take it. That's all I got to say to you, Libra. I hope this video brought you value. If it did, hit that like button so that it supports the channel and gets this information to other Libras out there. And subscribe if you're not already, Libra, because I put out a video every single day of the week, and I don't usually choke on my own spit in the process. So with that said, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.